guys, what's up? My name is Claire. If this is your first time to my channel, it's so great to have you. Today's video, I decided to do something I've kind of done before, and I recreated an Ariana Grande makeup look, and it's mixed with a makeup look of Gabi DeMartino. And if you know, they both are very beautiful women. They have beautiful makeup all the time, and I just wanted to do something that was kind of like a mix between the two of them. This eye look is inspired by Ariana's, well, it's kind of like her current go-to. Like, it used to be more matte, and that's how the look I did before. But like in her Monopoly video and her Thank You Next video and everything, she has like more of a shimmery, goldy, neutral eye, and Gabi typically does the same. Hers is a little bit more bronzy, so it kind of like collabed between the between the two of them. So we did like a super winged liner. I also try to do my hair more like Ariana. I have bangs, so they kind of like poke up, so it's not really all that cute. But yeah, so overall, this is what we got. It's so simple, so easy to do. Minimal product, doesn't take anything special. It's just a typical girly makeup look. So we're gonna go ahead and get started with the video. Don't want to mumble too long. Make sure to go ahead and subscribe. Post new videos 3 times a week, and I really want you to join my YouTube fam. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get started. I want to make this as simple and like quick as I can, just because like it's not a hard makeup look to do. Like, I do it quite often just because like I love looking like Gabi DeMartino and then Ariana Grande, because they have very similar not similar faces, like obviously they look different, but they have similar makeup techniques. And I know it's because Gabi really likes Ariana, but I just love both of their makeup skills. But the first thing I've been loving doing lately is I forgot how to film a makeup video. So I'm gonna spray the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. I've been loving this stuff lately. I talked about this in my skincare routine. Also can be used as a setting spray, but I just really love putting it on my skin even when I'm not wearing makeup. Also, in honor of Ariana and Gabi, got my latte. This is like so broken out right now. I did a face mask the other day and it got everything out of my face, and it's been going on all week, and it just feels puffy and just not cute, so just forgive that. I normally like drag out my whole face routine, but I want to show you basically what I'm gonna do. So the first thing I'm gonna do is put on this Laura Mercier foundation primer in Radiance. This is what I love. And the last look I did for Ariana, I did more of a matte look. It was like an all matte look, but since I'm mixing like Ariana and Gabi DeMartino, I want it to be kind of dewy. Gabi always has that super bright highlight on the tip of her nose and like super highlighted and just everywhere, but it's very like precise highlight. It's not like all over glow, but I want to make it more of a glowy look. And then Ariana lately has been doing more of a shimmer eye, so does Gabi, so we're gonna go more of that route today. So that's why I'm gonna use this, because it gives you like a shimmery base. And then another thing I've really been loving lately, I wear this by itself all the time, but then I also mix it in with foundation. I take this Glam Glow Starter Mega Illuminating Moisturizer, and it's in the shade Nude Glow. And so it's basically just like a highlighting BB cream kind of, but not even a BB cream, just like a dewy substance that you put on your face. And then for foundation, I'm going to use something that's not super matte and not super, I don't really have a dewy foundation, honestly. Like, I never, y'all know that, I never really do that. But I love, love, love the Too Faced Born This Way Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation, and this is in the shade Pearl. So those are all the products that I'm going to use today, and I figured I would just show y'all that, so we can kind of like chit chat while I'm putting all this on. And this is the primer. This is the Laura Mercier primer. See, it just kind of gives you like a dewy look. See, all these breakouts, they're so rude and they need to go away. I take a little bit of that Glam Glow stuff and put it on my hand, and then take a little bit of the foundation, and then I'm gonna use a beauty sponge today. This is from Equate, like the toothbrush. I think they make toothbrushes. That brand, super cheap from Walmart. I've had it for a while. I normally use my Morphe sponge, but this is what I'm using today. I need new Morphe sponges. They're like getting gross because I've been using them for like years. And so we're just gonna blend this out. I understand that was like not a good application of the foundation, and I'm using the wrong side of the sponge, but we're just gonna go in lightly with this foundation. As you can see, it's very a light layer. It's really bright in here. Y'all feel like it's like too bright? Like, I feel like my face is super like white. I don't know. I zoomed y'all in a little bit, and I'm adding another little layer of foundation on my face just because that was a super light coverage layer. And I've been using fake tan also lately, and so, but it's like been a week since I applied it, but it still kind of has me at a slight tan in some parts of my like legs and stuff. So So my coloring is like all messed up, and I don't put it on my face, and my face is always lighter than the body. So it's been a week for Claire. I think I want to go ahead and do my brows to get that over with, because like brows are, I don't know, I like how I look when I have full brows on, but like applying them, I just still have not to this day figured out how to get perfect brows. But one thing, Ariana and Gabby both have kind of short brows. I don't know if y'all noticed that. Like I did another look of Ariana a while back, and I talked about that kind of, but this is just a Benefit brow pencil, and I'm just gonna like fill them in. But yeah, their brows are like shorter than mine. Mine are always kind of like long and skinny, but that's my own fault because I tweeze them that way, I think. But then again, they're pretty wild today. They haven't been tweezed in a while. I'm just gonna use the brow pencil, and this is from the Desi Perkins collab. Whew, okay, brows are done. I literally just ran down the stairs. I don't even know why I ran, because I could have like crawled to take my time. But I went and got my concealer. Okay, sorry. I should not be that out of breath. I did try to be like the Flash when I did it, but whatever. And I'm using the Born This Way, get it together Claire, the sculpting concealer, and we're gonna go ahead and start on the eyes because that's what I'm most excited about, because that's what we're gonna do the most change with from the last time I did an Ariana Grande look. And Gabby almost always has a shimmery lid, but Ariana sometimes does. She has been doing more shimmery lids lately. It used to kind of just be like all matte all over, but again, I'm in the mood for shimmer. So the first shade I'm going to go in today is in the Naked 3 palette from Bare Minerals. And I'm trying to see what this says. Oh, the shade Mooner. So it's right here, right in the center. It's like a neutral color, kind of like a beigey tone. I don't know about camera. I'm using a different camera today. It's like that automatic focus, but sometimes it can like be your best friend or your worst enemy and focus on things it shouldn't be focusing on, just like a nosy person. But I'm going to take that Mooner shade with a fluffier brush. Let me zoom y'all in a little because it can. So I'm just going to take that and put that in the crease. And this is a little bit more neutrally rather than bronzy, but I feel like it's a good mix between Ariana and Gabby, because I wanted to do a makeup look for both of them, but I figured I could just put two into one because they are very similar. I'm just going to blend it out on the inner part to make it kind of fade out, but really just focusing on this outer part. So we have that Mooner shade kind of all blended out into the crease. It's going to be just like a subtle backdrop shade once we add everything else we're going to add, but this is a very simple look. So now I'm going to go into the shade Princess by the Kylie Cosmetics Valentine's Day palette. I love this palette. The shimmer shades are very sheer, but I kind of like that about them. But this is going to be a shade we're just going to kind of layer on top of that Mooner color, but then also apply a little bit lower just to kind of give it more of a neutrally vibe and just kind of blend more into the color that we're going to put on the lid. So these are kind of like an odd combo, but I feel like it kind of complements their undertones. For the next step, it's going to be super light, but I'm going to go back into that Born This Way concealer, and I'm going to slightly carve out parts of the crease. So, and what I mean by that, I'm going to use one of these Kylie shades, and it's very shimmery, like, and very thin, but it looks so pretty if it has something to kind of like latch onto. So I feel like it needs like something like with a sticky base. If I had like a real eyeshadow base, that's probably what I would use, but I typically just like concealer. In Ariana Grande's Monopoly music video, her eyeshadow is so beautiful. It's kind of like what I'm shooting for today, but she kind of like, I guess I'll go ahead and do it. She carves out the concealer, or her makeup artist does, and so it kind of like has like a gold color that kind of goes all the way around and out, like right here, and it just looks so pretty. So I guess that's what we're gonna do today, because that's what I just did. Go into the shade in that Kylie palette called Kinda Classy, and it's a gold shade, but it's very thin, and you'll see. Well, this one may not be as thin as what it used. Okay, yeah, not as it used to be, but it's still like super thin, and like that concealer just really does help it have something to stick onto. So we're just gonna kind of apply that all over where we put down the concealer. Okay, so now before we move on any further, I want to go ahead and finish my face, and I'm just going to add a little bit more foundation just because it looks really thin, and by that I mean I can see my freckles, And I do like my freckles, but in this situation, I don't really want my freckles to be so obvious. So I'm just taking a little tiny bit more foundation and putting that over my nose. I'm going to take some of that Born This Way concealer, and we're going to highlight the under eye. I really have not put on a full face of makeup in a hot minute. Like, all I do lately is class, and then I go to work, and then I do homework, and I hang out with my friends. Because, yeah, I only have 2 weeks left of school and then a week of exams, and I've been trying to, like, do everything I can with people that I care about, and I'm getting really sad because I just realized yesterday that we have 2 weeks left of actual classes, and it makes me very, very sad, but that's not the point of this video. We'll talk about that in another video. I want to hear a crazy story. So I was laying in my bed the other night, and y'all know I got my 3rd hole pierced a month ago, and the earring got caught on a pillow string, and I was like, oh my goodness, and I'm dumb, so I like jerked up and it pulled the earring out, and the earring went flying across the room. And you're supposed to leave those things in. The guy told me for 3 months, and it's been like barely 4 weeks, and so I had to put these earrings in, and it hurts so bad. So I'm scared they're gonna get infected, and my ears are gonna like fall out or something. But that's just what's new with me. That's just what's new, and that's been like 2 days ago. But it was very dramatic. And now I'm going to set this makeup with the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. And I'm going to put that all under the under eye. And kind of just let that bake onto it. Because honestly, it is 11 o'clock in the morning right now. And I have a birthday party to go to at like 8 or 9 o'clock tonight. And so this makeup is going to be lasting me all day long if I can help it. I may do some touch-ups, but this is just gonna have to stay. Like, it's not gonna have the option to leave. I'm gonna line my waterline with the Urban Decay Perversion liner. This is like the best black eyeliner in the world. So I just put that on all of my waterlines, and now it's gonna get to the intense part where we're gonna do a wing liner. And today I'm gonna try this Il Makiage. Influencer sent me this. I'd never heard of this brand. I've actually been seeing it in other places now that I've been sent it, which is kind of creepy because of the internet. Here's me. But we're gonna try this. I have been using this, and I do like it. It's not as good as my Kat Von D, but it's pretty good. It's pretty good. So what I've been doing, we're gonna start out here. Just gonna do the outer wing. Do the same thing over here to make sure it's even. It's okay. We get a little bit lower. So typically, if you get this part pretty even, the whole thing will normally work out in the end. And then I like to start. I can't do it with one hand. I just really cannot. I'm just gonna be honest about it. I'm not in a bad mood today, I swear. It's just coming off that way. But then I kind of like start somewhat in the middle and slowly make it thicker. Now Gabby has like the thickest wing ever. Ariana's is thick sometimes, but Gabby's is always super thick, which we're gonna do today. I haven't done a really thick wing in a long time. And then this is the easy part, just fill it in. And then I like to slowly creep up in the front. It's just hard because, like, here, I wish I had like somebody actually filming me do this like with their hands, because it's really hard to like crouch down to my mirror and I can't really hold a mirror. The wing liner is on and it's super thick, which is like what we wanted. Normally I say like I'm gonna do a thick Ariana Grande Gabby wing like when I'm doing it with myself, and then I chicken out and do like a thin wing, but I feel like this is a good wing. This is a solid wing, like an egg. So we're gonna go ahead and really bronze our face, and I'm gonna go in with my Hoola bronzer and we're gonna just really contour with it, because they both have very, very defined, nice contours all the time. And I think Gabby was actually a makeup artist before she did YouTube. I feel like I remember her saying that. And really under the chin. I'm just going to go around with my foundation brush that doesn't really have any new foundation on it, and just kind of blend the bronzer out. And then I said I wanted this to be a little bit more girly and like more glowy and stuff, so I'm going to go in with the Bare Minerals, the Natural High blush. I've been using this stuff since high school, which a lot of my makeup I have been, which is probably not the best thing, but I just really love blush, and feel like they're not huge blush people. They more use like natural blush colors, but I just thought it could really use some blush. Put a little bit up here. I'm going to take this brush from Morphe. It's the Morphe 321 brush. It's like a little dagger brush. It's so cute. And then I'm going to spritz it with some Morphe spray. I'm almost out of my MAC Fix Plus, so I'm going to use this. And then we're going to go back into that Kylie shade. And I'm going to go into, the Kylie palette. And I'm going to go into the shade Heartthrob right here, which is like a shimmery white color. It's like so beautiful. And we're going to pop that first in the inner corner. See, this is where it looks like a Gabi eye makeup look, because she always has that beautiful highlight on her nose and in her inner corner, and it's just so gorgeous. Just gonna kind of blend that out. Put a little bit too much, but can you really? And then I'm gonna put a little bit on the brow bone, what we have left. My brows are so hairy. Use my favorite highlight ever. It's the Kylie Cosmetics Santorini highlight. It's got like a golden base to it, and it's just so beautiful. I also like to take the highlight brush that I use and spritz it first to really get it wet, so that way when you put on the highlight, it kind of has like a wet feel to it. And see, it's just like the most beautiful highlight. It just like melts. And it's only like $14. So we're gonna go heavy on the tip of the nose, because that's what Gabi does. See, it's just so cute. It's like, oh hey, your nose is so shiny. And some people really don't understand highlight, which if you really think about it, it makes no sense. But I love it. I feel like once the lips and the lashes are on, it's gonna be like, oh, that's what she was trying to do. I see it now. I'm gonna go ahead and finish my eyes. So I'm gonna curl my lashes. I'm gonna use the Voluminous Lash Paradise mascara from L'Oreal. I love this stuff. I always have. It's affordable. And it works really well. And for the lips, I want it to be like a nudie pink color, because that's what they normally do. I feel like Gabi's is more like a nude, and then Ariana's is more pinky. So I'm gonna line my lips with the Velvet Caviar from NYX. I love this liner. I normally just take this liner and like just do my whole lip with it, and that's it. And this lip liner is kind of dark-ish, but I'm going to really lighten it up to kind of balance between the two of their looks, and use the Coco K liquid lipstick from Kylie Cosmetics. Y'all know I've been using this since it first came out. I think this is my 3rd or 4th bottle, tube, whatever. And see, it kind of just lightens it. Then I'm just going to go in with this brush and like touch up the edges around the lips with concealer. Spray my face. And then I want to add a little bit more of this highlight on the inner corner, just to make sure it's nice and blended. And then I realized I never did the bottom lash line because I forgot. So I'm going to take that kind of classy gold shade, and I'm just going to take that under that bottom mascara and just kind of add some glitter, which I feel like that's fitting. They don't really do too much darkness under here. I'm such a noob. I forgot about the fake lashes. Like, I thought we were done, and I was like, something just doesn't feel right. But whatever. And so I was about to be done, but we're gonna go ahead and add the lashes, and I'm gonna go in with these lashes. These, I believe, I have a bad problem of putting my lashes in like the wrong containers after I'm done with them. These are, I believe, a House of Lashes, and I believe they are the Iconic Lights. Actually, I'm like fairly certain that that's what they are. Guys, the lashes are on, and I feel more like Ariana now, and I feel more like Gabi. I just feel like that kind of pulled it all together. And I like, whether or not you think this looks like Ariana or Gabi, like, I know I don't look like them, like we look totally different, but I feel like the overall look is very similar, like winged eyeliner, glittery shimmery eye, pinky nudie lip, heavy contour, and bomb and highlight. So that's the look we went for today. Make sure to subscribe down below. I post all types of videos, not just makeup, 3 times a week most of the time. So I will see you guys in my next video, and I hope you have a great day wherever you are, and thank you so much for watching. Bye. Mwah.